Down here with Logan today, my little site supervisor. And today we're breaking ground, so we're about to start taking the grass off first today, and then we get to start digging everything else, eh, Logan?
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet. Once we're on site, the first step is marking out the outside parameters of the site cut, just beyond the building footprint. From there, the machine gets to work. We start stripping off all this grass and topsoil across the area and stockpiling it to the side so we can reuse it for backfilling later. Since we settled on the land in mid-2025, the journey really kicked off. It all started with a few rough sketches, just a few ideas on paper and about the kind of home that we would like to live in now and where we would like to head in our future. From those first scribbles through to the final plans, engineering, building approvals and the whole process, it took around 8 months. That timeline also ran through the Christmas break, and if you know how things work around Australia, that time of the year is when half the country heads to the beach, the other half fires up the barbecue, and plenty of industries shut down for a bit. So in the end, it took a couple of months longer than what we first planned. But when we finally saw those finished plans, it was absolutely worth the wait. My wife and I ended up with a fully customized barndominium style home coming in at around that 77 builders squares. It includes a commercial sized gym built into the basement, over 250 square metres of shed space and more than 100 square metres of mezzanine storage, all designed to run a full operational workshop. And the best part, it's all under one roof, not a separate shed. The design, the home, the gym, and the workshop and all storage space, everything designed to work together in one big build. So this isn't just building a house, this is building our dream setup. And the whole journey ahead is shaping out to be one epic adventure in itself. So nearly a day into our site cut here in our basement area. I have to admit, I've already underestimated how much dirt's coming out of here. So I've just had one of the local guys come in here and it'll be probably doing a lot of my cartage off site, and it looks like we'll be looking at least 30 trucks. That's heavy rigid tip trucks getting taken out of here. As you can see, that's a decent pile of dirt. And yes, we are still about just over halfway through this bottom site basement cut. There will be a, so you can see the hurdle up here on the hill. That's finished, well, that's the bottom of slab height actually, and that'll actually need backfilled, but then we also need to take out a lot of the footings, so that'll also produce a lot more dirt as well. And when we're finished doing the basement down the bottom here, it'll also have footings taken out down the bottom as well. So there's still, even once I've scraped all the base out of this and put it up the hill and carted off most of it, we're still going to produce more dirt with footings, with site and clearances around the outside, as well as the piers in the top section of the slab. So anyway, we'll see how we go, but there's going to be a lot of dirt. It'll be interesting to see how much we go. The bulk of this work, which took more than a few days digging out this basement, especially considering it's all fairly hard clay, was the main time-consuming part of this stage of the build. As we construct the downstairs basement, we will need around 800 millimeters around the outside of the basement walls. So these cuts that you can see in these videos are actually allowing for a distance around the outside of those walls, so we can construct and work around those, which will get eventually backfilled with screenings and drainage systems where that retaining walls will hold the slab in. At At this point, after the remaining dirt surplus is gotten rid of and we've allowed enough for backfilling, this is where we'll mark out the hurdles for the house parameters. Starting from your outside pegs, making sure that all you're cross-referencing all your measurements in accordance with your site surveys and your architectural drawings, make sure they all meet up and don't have any discrepancies in your plans to make sure that you're not going to have any complications later on in the build. And guys, if you're interested in the build, give us a follow so you can see upcoming videos for my sewer, stormwater, slab prep, and going on to concrete finishing and the downstairs din cell walls, and then all the way through the build as we start getting out of the ground. Thanks guys, thanks for watching again, and I look forward to hearing for all your comments in the future, and stay safe. See yous out there.